truth finally came out. And it's exactly what fans have been screaming for months.
Caitlin Clark not starting. I believe there's some agenda behind this. Let's make this very clear. Chelsea Gray has started all 3 games. We have seen Angel restart games, Paige Becker start, Kelsey Plum started, Jackie Young started. We've seen everybody start. I think Stephanie White started one of the games. It's been absolutely ridiculous. We watched Kiki Iriafin get a start. It's only a couple games left. They said that they was rotating everybody into starting lineup and doing this and doing that. But it appears that Caitlin Clark is stuck on the outside looking in. And I feel like I have an idea why. We got to take a listen to what Nate Tibbetts had to say.
Nate Tibbetts, one of the Team USA assistant coaches, just broke rank and admitted what everyone already knew: benching Caitlin Clark was a huge mistake. And his words have sent shockwaves through the coaching staff, especially at Kara Lawson. Team USA has been playing political games with the starting lineup. Paige Buchers gets the nod. Veterans get minutes. Caitlin Clark, she's been watching from the bench, coming in second unit, playing limited minutes while the favorites run the show. But Nate Tibbetts couldn't stay quiet anymore. In a moment of honesty, he basically said what every fan has been thinking: she's too good to bench. Those words didn't just slip out. They were a direct shot at the coaching politics that have been holding Caitlin down. And here's where it gets juicy. The real culprit here is Kara Lawson. She's the head coach. She's the one making the final calls. She's the one with ties to certain players, certain programs, certain favorites, and everyone knows it. Let's talk about what's really happening behind closed doors. Kara Lawson has a history. She's connected to the old guard. She's comfortable with certain players, certain systems, certain faces. And Caitlin Clark, Caitlin doesn't fit that mold. Caitlin didn't come from the UConn pipeline. Caitlin doesn't play the respect your elders game. Caitlin just shows up and dominates, and that terrifies coaches who are more worried about egos than winning. Nate Tibbetts saw it up close. He watched practice. He watched Caitlin torch the starters. He watched her make plays that left everyone speechless. And he realized something horrible. They were benching their best player to protect feelings. Think about that for a second. This is Team USA. This is the highest level of international competition. This is where you're supposed to put the best players on the floor and chase gold. Instead, they're running a popularity contest. They're starting favorites while the actual best player sits and waits.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I believe there's some agenda going on. I believe Kara Lawson is back coaching Duke, the head coach of Team USA. She wasn't even there today. She wasn't even present, okay? I believe Nate Tibbetts was told, you do not start Caitlin Clark. Chelsea Gray is the starter no matter what. So you can start whoever you want. Just don't start Caitlin Clark. And he followed orders. Nate Tibbetts took the podium. Let's give it a listen.
Kara Lawson's jealousy is showing. She can't handle that. A rookie came in and immediately made her veterans look average. She can't handle that. Caitlin draws more attention in practice than her starters draw in games. She can't handle that the new girl is actually the one dot, so what does she do? She benches her. She limits her minutes. She starts Paige Buchers, her comfort pick, her familiar face, her safe choice. Never mind that Caitlin is clearly better. Never mind that every advanced stat screams for her to start. Never mind that fans are losing their minds watching this injustice play out. Nate Tibbetts couldn't take it anymore. His admission wasn't just honesty, it was a cry for help. It was a coach saying, we're making a mistake, and everyone knows it. The veterans on the team, they're loving this. They get to start. They get the minutes. They get to pretend they're still the faces of the program, while Caitlin sits and waits her turn. But here's the thing about waiting your turn. It only works when the person ahead of you is actually better. And in this case, she's not. Paige Buchers is good. The veterans are solid. But Caitlin Clark is generational. She's the kind of player you build around, not hide on the bench. She's the kind of talent that wins gold medals, not moral victories.
Yeah, I thought they did a really good job. You know, this is a group that hasn't been together very long. We've kind of mixed the matchups, mixed the rotations. We played our players a little bit longer stretches than what we had done in the first 2 games. And so I thought initially they got off to a good start. I probably played them a little bit too long of a stretch some of them got a little bit tired. But yeah, I love the creativity. I love the shooting with that group. And then obviously with Angel down there rebounding the basketball, it gives our guards room to attack.
And Kara Lawson is too busy protecting her favorites to see it. This is the same pattern we've seen across women's basketball for years. The old guard protects itself. The established names get the opportunities. The newcomers have to earn their spot even when they've clearly already earned it. It's politics. It's ego. It's everything wrong with how this sport is run. But here's the thing about Caitlin Clark. She doesn't complain. She doesn't leak stories. She doesn't throw tantrums. She just shows up, works harder than everyone, and lets her game do the talking. And eventually, that game becomes impossible to ignore. Nate Tibbetts couldn't ignore it anymore. And now the pressure is on Kara Lawson. The fans are watching. The media is watching. Other coaches are watching. And everyone knows the truth. Caitlin Clark should be starting. Period. End of discussion. And the only reason she's not is because some coaches are more worried about feelings than winning. So, here's the question. Should Kara Lawson be fired for letting her favorites ruin Team USA's best chance at gold? Drop your take in the comments. I want to hear it. Hit that like button if you think Caitlin Clark deserves to start every single game. And subscribe because we're not stopping. Every time they bench her, every time the jealousy shows, every time another coach admits the truth, we'll be here breaking it down. Team USA's coaching staff is exposed. The favorites are on notice. And Caitlin Clark, she's just waiting for her moment. And when it comes, everyone else better be ready.